Hey fam, what's up? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Are you excited to try some new makeup today? I am so excited for this video. I'm trying some brand new makeup. This was actually sent to me. This is a PR package and this is not a sponsored video. I do want you to know that. All thoughts and opinions are my own. I was not compensated for anything in this video, but the products were provided to me through PR. So the brand we're trying today is called Il Makiage. I believe that is it, you guys. My pronunciation is like not the greatest. So if I'm saying that incorrectly, I hope the brand like corrects me so I can say it right. We're trying so much from this brand today. They have unbelievable face palettes. Look how big this is, how much product you get. They have a lot of baked products. They're made in Italy. I'm going to tell you more about the brand as we go through the video. Real quick before we move on with the video, I want to make sure you guys turn on your video notifications. I'm getting so many comments, tweets, DMs about you're not seeing my videos anymore. I've had a few people say, where have I been for like the past few months? And I'm like, I upload a few times a week. So I'm so sad that you're not seeing my content. Just make sure your video notifications are turned on. If you want to see my videos, please, please, please. It's that little bell up there. You want to hit it, but you want to look at the options because there's like an option to say notify me of like every few videos. And then there's one to notify you of every video. And that's the one you want so you don't miss a video, especially with 25 days of SHAE coming up. SHAEmas, our annual video marathon. I'll be uploading 25 days in December. And I'm even more excited because this year is the first year I'll be doing 25 giveaways. Every single day from December 1st to December 25th, I will have a giveaway for you guys. It'll be on YouTube, it'll be on Instagram, or it'll be on Twitter. Make sure you're following all those accounts so that you will be ready when giveaway time rolls around because I got a lot of good stuff. I've been ordering a ton of stuff from Sephora and some other places. I've got Sigma brush sets, I have ColourPop, I have like literally anything you could think of, I have to give to you guys. And I'm actually going to be giving away one of these palettes as well. So anyway, that's it. That was a mouthful. Let's get on with our first impressions and try some brand new makeup. We're also trying foundation. Like today's going to be a fun video. So anyway, just keep watching. So let me tell you a few things about this brand before we get started. Again, it's called Il Makiage. I could be pronouncing that wrong because I'm so horrible at pronunciations. Il Makiage. I believe that's it. So this company, this brand looks super fun. Again, I've never tried them before. They are from New York City, so shout out to the East Coast. What? So this brand actually has their own little motto, and I love it so much because I think it's really unique. It's something we don't hear a lot, but they claim that they are makeup for maximalists. And usually, you know, not usually, but a lot of times, a lot of makeup is marketed towards people who don't need a lot of makeup and like, you know, keep it easy, keep it fresh, keep it light. So I love a brand who just comes out there and is like, no, we are for the maximalist. So this is part of their holiday collection, I believe. This is actually a bronzing palette. And on the front, it has this cute little quote. It says, the only things I'm serving are looks. This is the Blaze and Glaze Mineral Baked Sculpting Palette. So all their products are mineral baked, or the majority of them, which I think is super cool. I love baked products. This is the light to medium shade. They also have a medium one that I'm actually going to give away to you guys. So stay tuned for that. I kind of got like an Armani and a Charlotte Tilbury and like a MAC and a NARS impression, like all in one. Like there's a lot of elements in here that just remind me of other brands, but not that they're similar. It just looks like super fancy. These are what their powders look like. They look super cool. I love this matte kind of domed packaging, and they have a lot of blushes. They have a lot of bronzers. We also have some foundation, some eyeshadows, and some lip products we're gonna try today. Wait till you see these eyeshadow palettes. Okay, so this packaging is so gorgeous. They are super heavy. It feels super luxe. So these are eyeshadow quads. They're called Color Boss quads, and this is in the shade Workaholic, and it's your nice neutrals there. You have some mattes, you have a shimmer. They almost look like satins, like not complete mattes. This one, which I really want to use today, it'll be no shock when you guys see the shades. This one's called Trendsetter, and I mean, hello, look at that. It is so beautiful. This kind of gives me Charlotte Tilbury vibes, or maybe even Natasha Denona. Like it looks like that, but not quite the price. It is pricey, don't get me wrong. So these palettes are $36, which again is not cheap by any means, but they don't make any excuses for that. They, you know, claim to be makeup for maximalists. They do have individual shadows, and I just want to show you guys the way this packaging comes. It took me forever to figure out how to open this. I was like sitting here like a dummy trying to figure it out. But this is the packaging, and you open it like that. Like what the heck? That's so cool. So these are the Color Boss single shadows. This is in the shade Swag, and these will run you $24. It's a gorgeous color and just really fancy, sleek looking packaging, which I really like. We're also going to be trying some of their lip products. Look at these liquid lipsticks. How cool is that packaging? First of all, they're extremely heavy, which I really like. They also have their own like unique shape and they're frosted and they're completely matte. I just love the packaging because I feel like if you're fishing around in your bag, you'll be able to grab this really quickly because it feels unlike any other lip product on the market really. It is so matte and so heavy. Okay, let's get on with it. I cannot even wait any longer. So I didn't even mention one of the coolest things about this brand. They actually have 50 foundation shades. That's right, 50 shades of foundation. And they do have like a shade matcher on their website, which makes it super easy to try because I don't believe it's in like massive stores yet, like Sephora or Ulta or anything like that. So this is the Woke Up Like This foundation. I have it in this shade 60. It's buildable to medium coverage, which is awesome. This just feels so nice. Even the cap, like the bottle cap is like heavier. So this foundation is $41. Again, it is not the cheapest makeup in the world, but they do not claim to be. I'm hoping this matches me. I got this in PR and I only got one shade of foundation, so it might be about a shade too deep on me. We'll see. It's either going to be perfect or it's going to be a little deep. I think it's going to be a little deep, but hey, that I can work with. Oh, it doesn't look too bad. I don't notice any like crazy smell or fragrance, which is fantastic. Don't mind my horrendous breakouts on this side of my face. It's hormonal right now, but at least I'm breaking out so we can see how coverage is. Upon first application, that didn't do too bad. And I'm noticing it blend on really, really quickly. It kind of just like melted right into the skin right away. I love that. I am so excited about this brand. I mean, I'm keeping my eye out to see if there's anything I don't like, of course, but I've just been wanting to try a new makeup brand that I've never used before. Okay, I'm going in for my second layer. I typically only do one layer on my forehead, but on my face where I do have more acne scars, I'd like to do 2 layers. I'm using my Sigma Beauty 3D HD sponge for this. It's the sponge that comes in my brush set, which is super cool. By the way, you guys, my brush set is still available for the holidays, which I'm so excited about. If you guys are interested, I will link it down below. So here we are, a full face of 2 layers of foundation. I really like how this looks so far. So they do have a concealer, but I don't have their concealer. So I'm gonna throw on my concealer and my powder really quickly because I also don't have a foundation powder from them. Okay, so I've done my concealer and my setting powder. I'm wearing the Huda Beauty Overachiever Concealer in the shade Meringue, and I'm using my Laura Mercier setting powder. I love this concealer. Now let's get into the eyeshadow palettes. I'm so excited to use these. They, again, are so heavy and they just feel so fancy. I think we might as well like use both. Aren't they gorgeous? Like, let's use both. I don't have primer on. You guys know I like to use concealer and setting powder as my base. Let's jump into this first shade here, which is called Lush Life, and it's just a light neutral. And I'm just gonna dust that all over the lid as kind of like our blending shade, something to blend our other shadows into. I don't see it much on the lid, but it is just a light neutral shade, so I don't know that it would show too much. Their shade names are so funny. This next one is called No Bullsh. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to curse on my channel. And then they come out with a shade name that's cursing, and I'm like, oh, you're setting me up. And let's work that into the crease. Still using my Sigma E35 for this. And I'm gonna bring that over as our transition. These shadow textures feel really interesting. They're definitely different than what I'm used to. And I can't quite put my finger on what it is that's so different. They are pigmented though. That's a beautiful color. Very warm. From here, I want to jump into the other palette. We're going to use the shade Shopaholic. And again, this is the Trendsetter palette. The neutrals one is called Workaholic. So we're going to go into Shopaholic in the Trendsetter. I'm sticking with this E35 brush. And I want to pop that in the crease as well and layer that in there. That's a really pretty, like, kind of rosy pink color. Jumping back into the Workaholic palette, and you guys don't need both. I just want to kind of play with both to get a feel for the brand. We're taking that first shade we used, and I'm just going to pop this along my brow bone for our highlights. These shades are so interesting. I can't put my finger on what is just different with them. I wonder if they're baked as well. I know a lot of this brand's products are baked. They almost look like satins on the eye and not necessarily mattes. Now with my Sigma E25 brush, I want to go into the shade Red Bottoms. I love that name. This looks like a matte or possibly a satin kind of burgundy. And I want to work that on this outer half. This is a gorgeous kind of plum burgundy shade. And I really want it kind of deep there. So I'm just kind of packing it on this outer half, and then we're going to work it in towards the center. So as usual, I got a little carried away with that deep shadow. I can't help it, you guys. It's like in my soul to like really smoke out shades. So I'm kind of trying to blend out that edge a bit. I love those colors. It is so rich and vibrant, and again, the texture is different. I want you guys to know that going into this, because I could see some people trying it for the first time and maybe not liking it or just being intimidated by it. You got to spend a little more time with it, but if you do, it is worth it. I promise you. I feel like I'm getting ready to punch you. That's not what I meant. So I have to use these two shades. They're just calling to me. So I'm going to wet my brush. So I always get asked what I use to wet my brush. It's almost always the Smashbox primer water. Right now I'm using this citrus one, and I'm going to use my Sigma E54 sweeper brush for this. Oh, I'm spraying it the wrong way. And I do always dab the excess moisture on my hands or on like a cloth before going in. So I just straight away really want to go into this more cranberry shade. This is called Killin' It, and I'm going to pop this on the outer half of my lid. That is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I always love these red kind of cranberry tones. I know a lot of people get sick of them because they're really popular, but I love them. I can't help it. I've ended up switching to my finger because just with this texture, it's grabbing so much better with your finger. So I really recommend you use your fingers on these more metallic shades. Like, whoa. That is amazing. So since the fingers work so well there, I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to take this brighter shade in the palette and just pop that on the inner half there. Not even the half, just that little peekaboo. What the hell am I talking about? You guys know what I'm saying. Just right here. Just brighten that up a bit. Wow, they work so well with your fingers. I feel like Tati Westbrook. You know how she goes in with her fingers? I don't do it all that often, but when I do, I feel like Tati Westbrook. So for the waterline, we're going to try this eyeliner. This is called the Longwear Eye Pencil in the shade Eskimo. And it's like a beautiful nude. It's like super nude. So I'm just going to run that down here. I know you should not tug on your eye. I do it a little bit. I can't, you know, there's always Botox. Am I right? I love that. It's like a peachy nude. Instead of like a white, I much prefer like a peachy nude. I then want to take some of that kind of like salmony rosy pink we used in the crease on my E20 short shader brush and just marry that into my lower lash line. I love this shade for the lower lash line. It's like super soft. And it kind of gives you that like red effect without like looking super like sickly and tired. And then let's do a little of that deep burgundy too, just on that little outer section and connect it. So they didn't send any liquid liner or anything like that. I'm not even sure that they have one. I'm going to do my wing really quickly and then we'll be back to finish off the face. Alright, so my eyeliner is done. I used my Sigma Beauty Wicked Eyeliner Liquid Pen. Now, they do have a mascara, this Il Makiage brand. I hope I'm saying the name right. I'm going to sound like such an idiot. And this is the Icon High Volume and Intense Curl Mascara. I love the tube. Ooh, the wand looks nice too. I'm very picky about my mascaras, so we will see. I'm not going to use any primer or anything like that because I really want to see how the mascara works on its own. And I won't wear false lashes or anything so you guys can really see it. Gosh, I hate that. And this is not to talk about any other YouTubers, but sometimes I'll be watching a video and I'll really want to know about a mascara. Like, especially if I like set out and watch a mascara review video. And then sometimes some people put falsies on top of the mascara and I'm like, what? Why would you do that? Then I can't see the mascara. So that always drives me nuts. And of course, lower lashes. Lower lashes are so important to me. Or at least like the mascara that I use on my lower lashes is super important to me. Okay, I love this mascara. Do you see like how prominent and bold it made my lower lashes? And my top lashes. I love this mascara. It's really, really black and I feel like, yeah, they just do look voluminous and stuff. So cool. I love the mascara. I will definitely keep using this. This palette just looks amazing. It's so big, first of all. So if you don't love how big the palette is, and I do believe this is only for their holiday collection, you can buy the same shades individually in these little packages. So the individual shades are $36 a piece, whereas their holiday palette is $58. So that's a pretty good value because you get 3 of them. So for bronzer, I'm going to use my Sigma Beauty Large Powder F30 brush, and I'm going to first dip into the warm tone. It does have a big old mirror on here, which I always appreciate. Oh, she's warm, but she blends really quickly. Blend, blend, blend. Oh, I love how that looks on the skin. It's a little warm for me, I won't lie. I think I'd wear this more near summertime, or if I'm, you know, need a good bronze, but it is more of the orange family bronze. I think that looks so nice. I have a bronzer addiction, I know myself. And let's pop some on that hairline. Bronze your forehead, pray to Jesus, you guys know the routine. I like to get it really up in there, near the root. And you gotta grit your teeth when you do it. It's that intense, apparently. I love this bronzer. I also want to add some of the contour shade, and I'm gonna stick with the same brush. I've been favoring this brush lately. For some reason, I thought that wasn't gonna do anything, and it did a lot. Oh my god, SHAE! That's too much, girlfriend! We're gonna blend that out. Don't you worry. Oh, I make myself laugh. Okay, let's take a little powder brush there. Blend that puppy out. Oh my goodness, SHAE. Well, they're pigmented, okay? At least we know. Highly pigmented. By the way, how can this side of my face be like so flawless? Like, oh my gosh, that sounds so cocky. Like, I'm not breaking out here. And then this side is a mess. And I don't hold my phone to my face, nothing like that. I know it's just hormonal. I'm also gonna take some of that contour on the chin and jawline. So I just have to say, I've been getting a lot of comments of people saying that it looks like I'm losing weight, and I just want to say thank you. I am. So we have a few blushes here. This one here is called Bootylicious. And again, they're all those mineral baked blushes. Wow, pigmented. Oh my god, I love the names of everything. This next one is called Lady Marmalade. Lady Marmalade. Real Lady Marmalade. Oh my gosh, they're so bright. Marmalade? Marmalade. This next one is called Vogue. Ooh, that's beautiful. And then we also have Poker Face. Such fun names. All of like, you know, poppy songs. Those are gorgeous. You kind of like something of everything. What shade should we do? I'm thinking the first one is going to match with our red on our eyes the best. That one was Bootylicious. Okay, so we're taking Bootylicious Baked Blush, sticking with that same brush. I don't like to dirty brushes. I might as well just reuse the brushes that I have. Lots of pigment on these babies, so I'm gonna go ahead and tap that off on the back of my hand and pop that into our cheeks. I love the face makeup so very much. It just looks so smooth. It blends so quickly, and it is pigmented. Oh my goodness. I'm just so excited. I'm taking just a smidgen of that cooler tone bronzer in the palette, and I'm going to do some light nose contouring just real quickly. I just want a little shading there. Some red shadow got right there on my eye. I don't know if you can tell, or on my nose, and it's driving me crazy. Okay, it's highlighter time. I'm so excited. I'm first going to take some with my finger on the tip of my nose. Ooh, it's a pretty like gold, or pale yellow, maybe. I love it. Also gonna take some with my F35 brush. Oh my goodness gracious. I love this powder so much. It just looks so smooth on the skin. It looks super effortless, or you get a lot of like high impact with minimal effort. Just super glam. I feel so pretty in this makeup. I'm doing a little on the Cupid's bow here. Let's also add some on the inner corner. Do you see that glow? Okay, we're gonna spritz the face. I went a little heavy with the bronzer, I won't lie. It was my first time trying it, so I know for next time I don't have to go in with such a heavy hand, but you guys, I love this makeup. Even the foundation looks fantastic. It's so smooth, it's not emphasizing my pores, and it gave me the coverage I want. Yes. The real question is, can I pull off this lip color with this eyeshadow? It doesn't match perfectly, but I feel like because there's a little berry in our crease, I might be able to. So this is the Il Makiage Infinity Longwear Matte Lip Cream. Again, the gorgeous packaging. Do you see this? I can't get enough of it. It's such like heavy glass, and it's matte. And this here is the shade. Like, I need it. I need it. Oh my god, my face is so much darker than my hand. Don't think I don't notice. I notice. Again, this is called Matte Soul. First of all, it smells like delicious cupcakes. The wand's also interesting. Do you see how it's curved right there? You can tell it's kind of goes whoop. Oh, that color. Oh my gosh, this color, we made the right choice. This is unbelievably beautiful. It smells so good, and it's so pretty. Really thin and like light on the lips. It doesn't feel cracky and dry. Granted, I haven't worn it that long, but upon first application, it feels so thin and more moisturizing than even, I would say, like the ColourPop Ultra Matte lips. You guys know how those are like super, super drying. Weirdly comfortable. Like, I almost don't believe that it's a matte liquid lipstick. It's really weird. These right here, these are my two standout products from this entire collection. I would probably add the foundation in too. I really do love it, and I love how it looks, but this made me say wow. The Blaze and Glaze palette, again, I love how it looks. I love the finish. I love the pigmentation. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. And the liquid lipstick in the shade Matte Soul is so beautiful. It's so bright. It's so rich. The color is just unbelievable. Okay, so that is it for my face using Il Makiage. Again, I could be pronouncing this wrong. I looked online and I could not find the pronunciation, so I'm so sorry if I'm completely butchering it. All in all, I'm super impressed and super excited about this brand. I think that's like the majority of my feeling. I'm so excited to see what they keep coming out with. The face makeup is like beyond. I'll be honest, when I first started this video, I was most excited for the eyeshadow palettes, and I did really like these eyeshadow palettes. The Trendsetter one is obviously by far my favorite. It's just the colors that I love and I use the most. I almost feel like it's a fusion between a Super Shock shadow and a normal powdered shadow. That's how it feels. So I love those. I mean, I think they're great, but what really stood out to me in this video is 100% all of these baked powders. This palette, first of all, is like my new best friend. I loved everything. I loved the contouring shade for my nose. I loved the bronzer, maybe a little too much, sure. And that highlighter, I'm sorry, but the highlighter is like the prettiest highlighter I've used in a long time. The blushes as well. I mean, this blush is so beautiful. I would wear this color every single day. Bootylicious. Again, I loved this blush. And then mascara was freaking awesome. And the foundation looks really, really great. Thank you guys so much for watching this video today. I love you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!